Hello and welcome to the fourth week of the Summer Water Program hosted by the Ditch and Reservoir Company Alliance. This week, we are so excited to wrap up our program with how to be a water advocate. Over the last 4 weeks, we have explored how water systems work, the different designs of water delivery systems, exploring careers in water, and then this week, we have a special guest, Amber Weber, on how to be a water advocate.
Hello, all. So we're going to talk about what an advocate is to begin with. And you can describe an advocate by someone who cares about a topic or a person or an organization or a resource. So in our case, we're going to be talking about a water advocate. So we're going to be focusing on that resource piece. Somebody who wants to make a change. Maybe we want to make sure that people keep water clean, or we want to make sure people use water wisely. There's a lot of different ways that we can be an advocate within water, within that resource. Those people, an advocate, wants to stand up for the right thing, and they share about the thing they care about so that people can make a difference. So if I want to be a water advocate, I want to know all I can, and I want to share all I can about the water so that people know what it is that they need to do or change or steward well. So you might be asking, how do you become an advocate? So first off, you have to learn all you can about the subject. So when you do talk about it, or you write about it, or create art, or whatever the case might be, you know all the facts. So if somebody asks you a question, or if you're writing something down, you know exactly what you're talking about. The next thing is you can talk or write about your passion. So you want to share what you know, kind of like I just talked about. You want to make sure that you share all of that information, because you can't be an advocate by just keeping all that information inside. You really need to share it. That can be one-on-one, that can be on newspapers. We'll give you lots of ideas later on how you can share your passion. Some other ideas: create art or become a leader. A lot of leaders are really great advocates because they know how to use their voice, and they're in really great spots to share all of that information and light other people up so that they can share it too. You can describe a problem. So if the water isn't clean enough, or if there's not enough water, you can be an advocate by describing that problem with all of the information that you just learned about it. And then you can suggest a solution. Maybe it's by telling people how to use water wisely. Maybe it's by cleaning up trash and litter around your area. There's a lot of different ways that we can describe the problem and then suggest a solution. And the last way is the best way to, make a change, is to include everybody you can and make a really big group, because you can make a bigger difference together. So why is it so important? Because not everybody knows how important water is. You turn on your tap water, or you get in the shower, and it just is there. And a lot of people don't know why it's so important, or why it's so important to have clean water, and all of those little details. So it'd be a great idea for you to learn all that you can about it so you can share why it's such an important resource. There's a lot of people who fight over water, which is really crazy. But the more we tell people about water and get people involved and create solutions and do it together, maybe we can create less fights. And then water is one of our most valuable resources. Without water, we can't drink, we can't eat, because there won't be any crops. And our cows and all of those animals need water too. So we really need to make sure that we keep water where it goes, because we all need it to survive. And then, even if you're not interested in being like a water lawyer or a hydrologist, we talked about some of those water jobs a week or so ago. Even if you don't want to do one of those things, it's still really cool that you know about water, so that all industries know the importance of water. Because the more you know and the more you do, the better off we can be. So now it's your turn. How can you be a water advocate this week and even after this week? What would you need to learn in order to be an advocate? Where would you go? Are there certain places in your community that you think are really important, like a park, or to your city officials? where would make the most sense? And then who would you talk to? Who are those leaders or the people in the community who would really need to hear your story? And who needs to hear your specific voice? Because you have an incredible voice and you can use it for good, like being a water advocate. So, some things that you can do this week to get involved is to make posters and put them all over town about water tips. So, it could be the water tips on how to save water. It could be, the water cycle. It could be all those things. So you can make posters and place them all over your town. You can make a video, kind of like we are now. You can write an essay. You can write a newspaper article. You can go clean up trash at your local park so it doesn't pollute our water streams. There's a ton of ways that you can get involved for water advocacy this week, and we can't wait to see how you do that.
If you enjoyed this program and are interested in learning more, and you are in the later high school age or early college age, we encourage you to keep an eye out for the Water Ambassador application. So during this program, students will learn how to explore different careers, be advocates, just like we explained before, and really put that to practice, all while networking with water professionals. And again, if you are interested, or if you enjoyed any of this and you have pictures of all the activities or pictures of your booklets all filled out, please email that to us or tag that when you go ahead and post it on your social media at DARCA Online. Thank you all, and we'll see you next time.